7-time Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 4-time Classic Champion. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Kevin VanDam.
10-13.
Kevin VanDam is your Classic Champion. He's done it.
Kevin has been everything to bass fishing. Coming from an area that you were not supposed to do good. You know, you maybe one tournament here or one tournament there, but you were not supposed to be dominant across the board.
The first time I ever heard of Kevin VanDam, it was this young Michigan, like at that time there was nobody from the north that was ever going to be competitive in tournament fishing. And then this kid came along, and I remember being a kid hearing about him and thinking, wow, this is just amazing, and grew up watching him compete, and was lucky enough through a crazy turn of events, and partially because of Kevin, to end up working with Kevin on the Bassmaster Elite Series. And it's honestly one of the greatest honors of my life. Not just our friendship, but also to be able to say, man, I got to announce a KVD win. I got to announce a KVD Classic. I got to be right in the front row. It's honestly like somebody saying, I got to announce Babe Ruth, because that's what he is to our sport.
It's amazing. 33 years of competition, fearless competition, championship quality competition. Somebody asked me the other day, what's Kevin VanDam mean to the sport of bass fishing? I just thought, what did Babe Ruth mean to the baseball? Buddy not only hit a lot of home runs, but he inspired and motivated, was an awesome ambassador. You're an awesome ambassador for bass fishing. Like, we're grateful to you. And I say from everybody in our company to the Bass Pro Shop, we thank you too, what you mean to the sport, what you mean to all of us, the people in our company and the customers we serve.
To the sport of bass fishing, Kevin has been an integral part in the growth of the sport. I mean, he is the Tiger Woods, if you will, of bass fishing. He has brought the sport to a new level, to places that it's never been before, to places that people probably didn't dream that it could go. He's been an integral part of that. He's focused a lot on conservation. He's brought the spotlight to the sport of bass fishing and made it what it is today.
Kevin VanDam is the greatest tournament bass fisherman of all time. And that's actually easy for me to say. And I don't think it's necessarily easy for a lot of people that have competed against him. But give credit where credit's due. I had a run, I fished for 20 plus years, Kevin fished for 33. But the way he started on top and basically finished right there or dang close to it, there's a lot to be said there. And we owe a lot to different people in the sport, but for Kevin to maintain what he did for 33 years is absolutely awesome.
Kevin VanDam, 3-time Bassmaster Classic Champion. KVD gets number 3.
Used to be one of the younger guys on tour, and Kevin was actually my idol. Like I remember going to my senior week. Senior week, we always went to Myrtle Beach, graduating high school. Senior week, I watched the Louisiana Delta Classic on TV live when Kevin won. I mean, you know what you do when you're a teenager at Myrtle Beach. But I made sure I was there in the hotel room every day to watch it. Like, I was a huge fan. He was one of my big heroes. And that's what he is to bass fishing. He's everybody's hero. Like, I don't have to tell you how great of a fisherman he is. I mean, that's why everybody's such a big fan. But on and off the water, like Kevin, he leads by example. Like, he works hard. He works twice as hard as everybody else, even now. And like I said, he leads by example. There's a lot of heroes in other sports and other things that could probably take a page out of his book for sure.
Kevin VanDam is the face of bass fishing. When I was young, wanted to fish professionally, become a pro fisherman, he was my idol. He's the one I wanted to fish against. He's the one I wanted to beat. And, I got to know him personally. He's a very good friend of mine, and I feel very fortunate to to know him personally, and just got to be buddies with someone who I always idolized as a fisherman. He's a hard guy to beat on the water, I will tell you that. I cherish the few times that I did finish ahead of him. Greatest bass fisherman that's ever been. You know, everybody wants to be the next KVD.
28 pounds even! Kevin VanDam shuts the door on number 4!
I think one of the most amazing things to this day, he gave non-Southern anglers hope, right? Kevin gave non-Southern anglers hope that you could succeed in this. And the other thing, which to right now, I'm gonna use a big word, it's a total anomaly, is Kevin did well on the bodies of water he was supposed to do well on, but he also did well on bodies of water where you were like, how in the hell do you know this? How do you understand current generation? How do you understand highland reservoirs? How do you understand grass lakes in Texas to Alabama, and not only understand them, but dominate them? I don't know, for a while there, this is before I knew Kevin, I'm like, man, this stuff is voodoo, right?
Apart from all of that, the friendship is tenfold. I mean, Kevin is that kind of person who will do anything for anybody. He's somebody who I routinely hang out with and get miserable when I'm hanging out with him. And what I mean by that is because he's so much freaking better at his job. I mean, he'll be better at his job in retirement than I am at my job while I'm still doing it. The amount of drive that he has, and it's not just on the water competing, it's on the floor at ICAST, it's in the boardroom, it's also dealing with media. There's never a time when Kevin isn't available, and Kevin has dominated this job, if you ask me, from every single point. He has literally set the standard for pro anglers. He has changed the game, not just on the, and people use that word game changer, but KVD, he's the original game changer, and he definitely changed this game and will for many, many decades to come.
From Kalamazoo, Michigan, Kevin VanDam! Boom shakalaka!
We butted heads a little bit early on in my career because we, were around the same fish. Great competitor, but as I got to know him, I grew to respect him more and more and more because of his work ethic. And then when we started rooming together, I realized really what Sherry meant to him, what Jackson and Nicholas meant to him, and how he was so good at pulling all the family things, the business things, and continuing to be successful fishing. And if you've never been there and kind of had to try to get all those things together and be successful at all of them, it's very, very difficult. He's done it better than anyone I've ever known, and I respect him for that. Not only his fishing, everybody knows about that, but his commitment to his wife, his family, his kids, his mom, his dad, his whole family. It's a freaking awesome thing that a lot of people don't know about Kevin VanDam.
It's very easy to get to where Kevin and his family, Sherry, and get content and maybe not love fishing as much, right? You've done everything, and maybe you get burned out. That's Lake St. Clair behind me. When I'm on this body of water with Kevin, he still loves it. He's still like a kid, and that's what I love the most, to see that he still loves bass fishing as a whole now as he did the first day I met him.
First time I got to meet him, it was like, that's Kevin VanDam, and kind of starstruck. Over the last several years, we've got to stay together and got to know him really well. And the things that I thought of him before I got to be around him 24/7, still hold true getting to live in a house with him all the time. I mean, he is just a great guy. He's had so many accomplishments. You would think somebody like that would be, different than what they are, but he's so humble. His glass is always half full, never half empty. I mean, Kevin is just one of those guys, like, he's super confident, but that's what it takes to be as successful as he has been. But he is also super humble, and still, he's about to go out and he's still working his tail off every day. And I'm sure he'll continue to do that even after he quits competing.
Somebody asked me too, what are favorite memories from KVD? smallmouth bass fishing, smallmouth bass fishing, smallmouth bass fishing. And oh yes, a not favorite memory was shutting down the entire nitro production line. Kevin was not happy with the boat, the way it performed. And Kevin, we thank you. We listen to you because we respect you. Things weren't right with the boat. We stopped it. We retooled it. It was pretty much ready to go. We're glad we did because we respect you, buddy. And another favorite thing, I got to throw out the first cast with Kevin for Major League Fishing.
Recalling memorable and favorite moments I've had with you, one trip that I'll never forget was with Luke Bryan, you, and Johnny Morris, which stowed among my favorite memories. Another was a fishing trip that you and your two fine boys, Jackson and Nicholas, is also unforgettable. You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They truly are excellent anglers, competitive, and wonderful young men that I'll never forget. When you bought that fishing trip with me for your sons to help raise money for the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, whew, boy, I'm telling you right now, I can't begin to tell you how honored and impressed I was that you did that.
It's been a long time. We've been traveling together for the majority of it. And it's been nice, you know, it's been nice to have someone to travel with, and it shows a lot of support, you know, good tournaments, bad tournaments, and we've had a lot of good times. Got to see a lot of cool things. That's one of the best parts about, you know, being able to travel and fish for a living is we've seen, man, a lot of cool parts of the country that, you know, a lot of people never get to see, and it was, and it's cool to share that with, you know, with a family member and you know, being able to travel together and just, you know, if anyone needs anything, you got somebody there always, you know. I mean, we've got a lot of good friends out there too, but, you know, there's no support like family support. I mean, to me, he's always just been Uncle Kevin. I knew I'd have a hard time with this one.
Man, when you called and told me you was retiring, you know, I'm sure you got mixed emotions when you told other people, but for me, I was as happy. Not that I don't want to compete against you, because I don't, I'm tired of competing against you, but I was truly happy for you, man. Like, I don't know but one other guy, and that's Denny Brower, that actually retired. Dude, you're on top. You're still on top, and you're going to retire being on top, and there will never be another one. I mean, you're everybody's hero, man. Even some of the guys are still competing, including myself. Congratulations, man, on a heck of a career. You did it.
Kevin, old buddy, I congratulate you on your retirement from competitive fishing. You can walk away knowing you helped our sport, our industry, and fellow fishermen everywhere. A competitor's competitor. You raised the bar and left unforgettable wakes in the tournament world. You know, I've had the pleasure of fishing with you a great many times and thought, well, you know, I may not always agree with your approach, but in the end results, you always caught fish. And I always learned with you, and that really impressed me too. In my opinion, and in the opinion of many more, you'll always be the best.
Congratulations, Kevin. To say you've worked hard for this is an understatement. An incredible career, an incredible person, an incredible human being, and I don't believe it. I don't call it a comeback, but you'll be back. I mean, you're too much of a freak, dude. You can't relax on vacation. How are you gonna retire?
Hey, Sherry, Nicholas, Jackson, Kevin, congratulations, the VanDam family. It's amazing. Kevin, I said the whole family, because without them, you probably wouldn't be jack squat. And the main thing, Kevin, we wish you guys happiness and happy fishing, happy family. You've accomplished so much, but to me, the thing I admire about you probably the very most is you and Sherry and the boys, and how you're a family, how you're a great dad, a great husband, and a great friend to all of us that love the outdoors. Thank you, buddy.
Kevin, congratulations. What a career. 33 years. the best tournament bass fisherman that has ever walked the planet, in my opinion, and I'll argue that with anyone. Congratulations. You did it right in a lot of ways. Family, fishing, business. You did it right, and like no other. I don't know what else to say other than that. Congratulations, 33 years. You're the best tournament bass fisherman that's ever walked this planet.
Yeah, this is to you, KVD, the man, the legend, the myth. I hate to see you go, buddy. Bass fishing's not gonna be the same. It's like, you know, NASCAR without Dale Earnhardt. It's just not quite the same, man. And I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss competing against you. You know, you're retiring, and I'm gonna go ahead and say there's a little part of me that's retiring. And the good news is there's a little part of me coming in. You know, Marshall's coming up, taking your place. He's got some big shoes to fill, buddy. And but we're gonna miss you, and I'll see you around. I know I'll see you around, and we'll come up and visit you in the summertime. I'll bring the family up. We'll hang out and go up to the lake, ride the pontoon, and go to Pretty Lake and grill out and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're gonna miss you, man.
Man, buddy, it's been a long ride. It'll be different without you, but I know you're not done fishing. You know, you're gonna be doing all sorts of stuff, and you know, obviously, you know, we'll still be around, but we'll miss you out the road. But enjoy the retirement. I know you're not really gonna be retired fully, but it'll be good. Next stage of your career is gonna be just as awesome and just as cool to watch as it has been for the last 33 years. Congratulations on your retirement, Uncle Kevin. We're gonna miss you, but we love you.
Congrats. I think I speak for a lot of people, but thank you for everything. You will never know, you'll never know the magnitude of what you've done. And as much as this is a celebration, I'm sure in my head, it's hard. It's gut-wrenching for you to move on. But moving on, I have a vibe. The next chapter is gonna be a Time. Way to kick ass, because you did.
Well, Kevin, greetings from my tackle shed that you have helped stock through the years. I wanted to just send you a congratulations on your retirement and an amazing career. Before I knew you as an amazing bass fisherman. And now that I know you as an amazing bass fisherman and a great friend and just a great dude to hang out with and drink a lot of beer and bourbon. And thank you for everything. I cherish our friendship and relationship. Thanks for all you've done for my boys, and thanks for everything you've done for the fishing industry and teaching so many people how to fish, spreading the love of fishing, and congrats on the best career ever. And I'm here ready to go fishing. Love you, buddy.
Dad, what a ride it's been. Ever since Jackson and I were little, if you were home from tournaments, you'd always take time out of your day to be able to spend time with us, go fishing, go hunting. You instilled our passion for the outdoors. From all the great memories of fishing on Grand Traverse Bay, to fishing on Torch Lake with the Zonas, or even going out for the day on Lake Michigan on the pontoon or Gull Lake with family and friends. You're the busiest person I know, and you, no matter what, you always take time out of your day to be able to spend time with the people you care about. Dad, one of the most fondest memories I have is when Jackson and I were 4 years old, the 2001 Bassmaster Classic. We were sitting there with Grandma and Grandpa, and when you finally weighed in on the stage and you lifted those fish above your head, and the announcer said that you had won the tournament, and all those fireworks went off and you lifted that big trophy above your head, I thought you were Superman, and I still do.
I love you so much and all that you've done for our family. I hope to be as good of a father as you one day. Dad, congrats on your successful 33-year career. I can't wait to make so many more great memories and see where your journey takes you from here.
For 27 years, for all I can remember, is going to tournaments and cheering you on, and it's been a fun ride. I remember when we got my first buck together, and that was fun. I was scared, nervous, and also excited all at the same time, but you were there to help me through it. We had a successful hunt, and I'm glad I had that experience with you. It's because of you and Uncle Russ that Nick and I have such a passion for the great outdoors. It's been an awesome 33 years, Dad. I'm glad to have been there for most of it. I can't wait to see where the next 33 years takes us. You and Mom have done an awesome job raising Nick and I. I love you so much, Dad. You're the best.
Wow, Kevin, who would have thought we would be here where we are today after when you first told my parents that you wanted to be a professional fisherman, and they thought for sure we were going to live with them the rest of our lives. What an honor it has been to be by your side and watch you accomplish all that you have in your tournament career. We have been so blessed with so many amazing memories. I mean, your first tournament win ever, your first classic in 2001, your second classic in 2005, and having all of our family there and stuff. There's just been so many, and I am incredibly grateful, like I said, to be a part of it and to be there with you and by your side. And I am just beyond proud of you for all that you have done and all you have accomplished and how you have done it. You have done it with integrity, hard work, and trying to work as hard as you possibly can for your family, your sponsors, and all of your fans. I am so excited for what the future has in store for you and your new chapter, starting your TV show, the VanDam Experience. I know you will excel at that just as much as you excelled at your tournament career, because all the hard work and dedication that you put into something when you do it, I know it's going to be incredible. Of all the accomplishments you have had in your fishing career, I think the one that I'm most proud of is that together we have raised two amazing young men. Jackson and Nicholas, you are our biggest accomplishment, and we love you more than anything. In closing, what an incredible ride it's been. I know it's not over yet, and I so look forward to the next 33 years. I am so proud of you, and I love you so very much.